Hey guys, and I'm here for you today with the next in the WordPress series. Now, as I've pointed out before, these videos get really long, so only watch these videos if you're prepared for a long video. What I'm doing is a really detailed series. I'm designing my own WordPress theme from my own site and letting you in to see how I work. So each video is quite long. For that reason, I don't rehash anything I've said in the previous videos when I start a new video. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, please go and watch them before graduating to this one. So with that said, let's look at where we got up to in the last video. So this is where we landed. We started muscling the commenting system in WordPress into shape, and sorted out our navigation and also some bits of our sidebar. So we've come a massive long way, but there are still some gaps that I wanted to address. Firstly, in the last video, I left saying I would figure out how to enable some comment striping. I didn't figure out how to write that for myself. So what we're going to do is Google it and find some code that we can just paste into our comments.php template. Again, this is real theming. Most people don't know how to use every single function, so the bits that you can't write yourself, you build in somehow. So we're just going to open a new tab and Google WordPress comment striping. And what we want this to do is give us some way to find out if it's an odd or an even comment. If you don't understand the concept, then just wait until we've sorted out the code, and then you'll see what the effect of it is. So here we go, WordPress zebra striping. And I'm just going to be honest, right off the bat, we're just going to copy and paste some code and implement it into our theme. I don't understand the theory behind this, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. However, I do understand how to leverage what it gives us, but that's kind of how it goes sometimes. You just have to use things that aren't used. So we're just going to copy this little bit of code. And I think what we need to do is stick this in the loop of our theme. Yes, indeed we do. So we're just going to put it exactly where they put it. When pop open our comments.php file, and we're going to put it right at the start of the for each loop before any comments get outputted. So that should make the odd even equal to whatever state it ends. So now we need to, I think, just add a class to the comment ends and tell it to echo out that variable. Just in case you're interested, what makes this complicated is you can do a variable increments each time the number goes up, and then you use that to work out whether it's true or false. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I was trying to do, but then it'll get reset every time. So you couldn't do it the way I was planning to do it. So just in case you're interested, that's why. I mean, I don't understand the logic of this line of code, but it works. So we're just gonna use it. If anyone can explain how that works, I'd love to know that. So we're just gonna save that and then echo out the result of that, because remember this is a loop. So this is code that we wrote, and it's what we want to echo out for each comment item. So for each item, we want to echo out this variable as a class name, not an ID, because each thing can have multiple things. When we're gonna just say class PHP, and then you don't actually need to write echo. We're just gonna put even odd, and then what that should do is echo out either the word odd or the word even, depending on where we are in the comments. So if we save that and refresh. By the way, credits to this NZ web host website. I'll leave a link to that article in the description. Good article. If we save that and refresh, nothing's changed because we haven't applied any styling to it yet. But if we look at the first comment, that should have a class of odd, because number 1's an odd number. And it doesn't have a class, so let's see what we did wrong. See, the class is just empty, nothing's been output. Maybe we would be better saying echo. Yeah, there we are. So scratch what I initially said. You do need to put echo. So the first comment has got a class of odd, and the second comment has got a class of even. Now we're gonna go into CSS and decide how this show how this works. Head on back to our text editor. Go into our style sheet and target the even class, because for our the effect to work, we only want to target the second each one. The first one ought to be in the normal colour. So for the even, any list items that are even, we're going to set the background to FFFCC. Come back over here and refresh. And nothing's been altered. Let's see what's going on there. we're targeting the class number even. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe we should qualify it and say list item with a class of even. Let's look in. So that is targeting it, I don't know. Let's just add a temporary one in Firebug, see if it takes it. Triple F CC. And that's actually an invalid colour code, so that explains it. What? And that was one, so it was triple F, triple C. That's why it wasn't working. So for each other comment, one's white and one is yellow. I like that effect. So we're just going to add an extra C. Come back out here and refresh. You can see all the spam I've got here. So that's a permanent thing now. It goes down for all the lists. So I think that's very nice. I think the next thing we're gonna tackle is this navigation menu. Now you're gonna say, well, we've already looked at that and styled it. At the time I was happy with it, but I'm not anymore. The inspiration for this whole design was something I've worked on before, and I wanted the navigation to kind of mirror that. So we're just gonna copy some styles from that theme to get the navigation looking the same. So we're gonna leave our style sheet for our theme open. And we're gonna go back to the root of our local install, because that's where it was. And I want to open the CSS file, but I'm gonna open it in split. That's how it would normally work. This is a really cool feature of my text editor, Coder on the Mac, and it allows you to convert two files. So if I just hit open in split, I can compare what's different between the two files. So we're going to look at the navigation and see what the big differences are. So this style sheet on the top is for our WordPress theme, and the one on the bottom was for the original static website I wrote this for. So for starters, our navigation menu on our, we've got a static height. So we're just going to add that in there. Height 25 pixels. We may have to change this later for a reason that I'm not going to cover now, but suffice to say we might have to change it later. What else is different on this one? Well, the anchor links have got a font size of 20 pixels as opposed to 15. So we're going to change that. What else is different? Well, the actual list items themselves are set to display in line, and they don't have any padding, so we're going to take out our padding. Let's check out what a difference that made. And so the links look a little bigger. They're still not exactly what I wanted there. One other thing we're going to change is we're going to make the we're going to go to the header here and give it the same style, because I like the font style of my header on that other side. So we're going to say font size 60 pixels instead of 45. This is just kind of how it works when you're building a website. You start off with some basic styles, but then you change them as it goes along. So the font size for the slogan is also significantly bigger. It's 40 pixels as opposed to 20. So that's that. What else is different? We've got that was another big thing I forgot to add. Font style of normal. I'm gonna leave the letter spacing for now, but take out the text transform, because on reflection, I don't really like that. So font style normal. Let's see how far that got us. We need to go back into our WordPress install. WP content, themes, our theme, and save the style.css. Come over, refresh again. And yeah, that's a little that's a little stronger. I think I'm also we can close that style sheet now. We're not going to need it anymore. I'm going to make I'm going to add in bold just to give the title that extra bit of a distinguishing factor. Font. Wait. It was bolder because it already has bold as its default. And it looks like it didn't take. So let's figure out what we did wrong. We're just going to define a custom font weight of 800 just to see if that. Oh, I know why. Because that's a link, so we need to update the selector specificity to tell it that we're now targeting a link. So header H1A, and A just means in its normal state. We're just going to try playing with the font weight right here because I don't understand what's going on. So I reckon we'd be good with a weight of about 501, 502. And it's changed again. What are we doing wrong? We're gonna leave that for now and move on to looking at. So now the the sidebars, the headers will be a big thing there because I've got to get room for a banner ad and a search bar in here. So we're gonna have to come back to the sidebar later. The next thing I think we're gonna do is go over to my Feedburner account and okay, so I think the next logical step is to start fleshing out this sidebar a bit, and I've already got something I'm going to put in it. One being a link to my Feedburner page for our RSS feeds. If you don't know what Feedburner is, it's a service now provided by Google, and it passes your RSS feed, gives you statistics, and gives you a lot of easier ways for people to access it. So we're going to add a subscription module to my RSS feed from Feedburner, so people don't already have to have an RSS reader. They can just subscribe to email or whatever they want. So I'm in my stats from my feed, and here's the basic code for the email subscription form, and you see here it's got use as a widget. We didn't write widgets or support for widgets into our WordPress theme, so we're not going to do that because we're coders. So we're going to change the HTML and do what we need to do with it. So with that, so let's select all that. Select all that, cut it, and just drop it into our sidebar.php file. We're going to create another div with a class of block for it to go into. That's how I'm managing the styling and applying, starting to put in all your content in blocks. It's a very Drupal style way, but I'm used to it. You can just put the content right in the sidebar if that's the way you want, right in the inside the aside if that's the way you want, but I want to put mine in individual blocks. So we're just going to go ahead and stick the file straight in there. Now you see it's got some default styles which I don't think are that nice, but we can edit them. So we're first going to save that and just see what it looks like before we start playing around with it. I'm actually going to put it just a little bit above the it's going to go above the browse the archive section, because I feel like this should have a little more semantic importance than browsing the archive. So we're just going to go ahead and make that happen. We're going to just move it up in the HTML. So we're gonna move that whole block, and I have a feeling that as we add more stuff to the sidebar, because the archives are just browsing general content, I have a feeling that we're gonna keep moving the archive down and down. So what we're going to do is add in loads of space where we can put more stuff and just keep pushing the archives down and having more stuff on top of that. HTML isn't WordPress dependent in any way, so it doesn't matter how many gaps you have in your code. So we're just going to leave a little gap there where we can put more content if we turn out to need it. I'm going to save that. Oh no, actually we're not going to save that again. At the top of the form, we're going to add a H3 tag for a bit of consistency. And we're just going to put post like, put a title like, get my posts in your inbox. So the location has changed, and we've got our title. That looks good. And I think we're gonna leave that there for now. I'm gonna create under the div of class block, and this isn't gonna have any dynamic content from WordPress whatsoever. This is just going to be my own hand-coded content, and it's going to be a list of blogs there, similar to mine that I read in case anybody else. Oh, that was bad. I put a div with a ID block instead of class. So we're just going to make another div of class block. And the title for that one's going to be blogs I like, and it's just going to contain another list with some links in there. There's nothing remarkable about WordPress theme in this bit. So you will ally href CSStricks.com, and it's all gonna be the same. So what I'm gonna do is, because you already know how to do this, I'm gonna come back in a minute when they're all done. So there you go, we're back. Like I said, just some simple links, nothing you've never seen before that I didn't need. I didn't need to make you sit through that. So we're just gonna save and refresh, and we should have a new block. And indeed we do. So that's kind of exactly what I wanted. So that sidebar is looking good, at least for now anyway. Next, I think we're gonna figure out how to tackle the comment replying. In WordPress there's functionality where you can hit a reply link on any comments, and you can reply to that individual comment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to WordPressorg, we're going to search the docs for comment replying, because we created our own loop. We don't have access to the default comment replying, so we need to figure out how to do it on our own. So we're actually going to look on a third-party website, because that doesn't seem to be much help. So we're just going to Google that. WordPress comment reply. A link to the function references page. That's handy. So we need to put this in our loop to our output for each comment. So it's PHP comment reply link. So we need to head back into our comments.php by the way, this function is .php. I didn't talk about it in the tutorial. I tried to use it for doing the comment typing. You use it for putting in logic and creating functions. So just in case you wondered why that was there, and just as a side note, I spelt that terribly wrong, but we don't need that, so we're just gonna delete it. See things evolve and you. So we're gonna go back to our comments page, and I think right at the bottom at the moment, because it's one of the least important things, so that it's just a link. It's got nothing to do with the actual content of the comment. So I'm going to say PHP echo comment reply link. And we need to as an argument, we need to pass to it what we're actually trying to reply to, which comment, and fortunately we have access to that. The same as we did up here, just like we're able to pass in the post ID dynamically, we can actually pass in the comment ID of the comment when this particular part of the loop is running. So each one it loops over, the comment ID will get pushed out dynamically. So you don't put a static ID here. You basically, just like everything else we know, it's part of the comment object. And by the way, just as a side note, all this comment and then passing a comment, I think in the array, it's a notation of object-oriented programming. That the comment's the object, because that's what we asked for up here. We said for each comment, print it as comment. So comment's the object, and in this case, what we want out of the object, which is this symbol, is comment ID. So each comment reply link will dynamically know which comment it pertains to. So just save that and refresh. Excuse all the spam comments on my blog, by the way. I need to rearrange that. Perhaps I forgot to save it.
It's 15 hours.
Let's go look back at the function again. Function reference. Let's see if they. perhaps we need to say up here that the parameter comment, which is what it was passing, is equal to that value. Let's see if that helped us. Let's go back to our function reference. We also need to pass it the post that it's a comment for. So to do that, we're going to do what we did up here, and we're going to get rid of that. And we're also going to say we want the ID of the post from the post object. So hopefully we save that and refresh. Still nothing. Let's check if it's outputting anything into the DOM. So it's created an empty paragraph element, which is odd because we didn't even ask it to give us a paragraph element. What we're going to do is look for an example. This is what we want. We want it to return a string. So it's really confusing between these get functions and then the ordinary functions. It's as if the ordinary functions just return something to PHP, but they don't actually return usable output. So we're just going to say, I'm just going to add in get. So now get comment replying, so it should return to us reusable string. So after yet another awkward cut, I can't figure out how to get threaded comments working. So we're just gonna leave it there for today. I mean, we've accomplished a huge amount. We've got this sidebar cooking. We've got a little more of a nicer header and a nicer slogan. In the next video we need to sort out the navigation. Actually, no, actually, we'll leave that for the next video. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go off and shoot the next video now. If you like this video, please comment down below and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You can visit my website, which is actually this website that's in the video. See my new theme in action when we finally push it live. That's tom-rogers.com. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.